Hi, if you like the video, please remember to subscribe. The kind folks over at Datacolor have sent me a couple of cool products to take a look at, and I'm really excited about getting to grips with them. You may have seen my previous review of the Datacolor Spider 4 Pro monitor calibration tool, and where that device helps you with the colours in your monitor, these two gadgets help you make sure that your camera is calibrated for correct colour reproduction, and then you can also use them on photo shoots to ensure a correct white or colour balance. Now, you may well be thinking, what's all the point to this? But imagine if you were asked to take a photograph of a product for an online advert on a website, or even a poster campaign, and that product was a can of Coca-Cola. The colour of that Coke can has to be spot on, otherwise your client would not be happy. Something a little more practical for amateur photographers would be a portrait session, say with a family. You need to make sure that over those sets of photos, all their skin tones or the clothes they were wearing look the same colour. Otherwise, again, your client won't be happy, even if this client is your own better half. Another example, and this is one I've kind of come across myself, would be if you were visiting a car show and there were some Ferraris on show. The only way you'd get those Ferrari reds to look the same in your photos is if you use some sort of colour profiler and reference card. Otherwise the reds will not be right, and trust me, I've tried and failed to do things manually plenty of times. The Spider Checker helps us to do this by enabling us to create a colour profile for our camera, which we can then load into Lightroom or Photoshop, so that when the program is displaying an image from our camera, it knows exactly what the colour should be. Basically, we take a raw image with our camera of this colour palette and then load that into the Datacolor software to create that profile. We can also use the Spider Checker to create a colour profile for a photo shoot. Think of it as an advanced grey card, where we can take an initial image with the Spider Checker in the scene and use that in Lightroom or Photoshop as a reference for correcting the rest of the images. The Spider Cube is an advanced version of the old grey card because it does have the grey side but also a white and black reference and a hole in the side for absolute black, and the shiny sphere on the top is for judging spectral highlights. You can hang this little gadget or have it on a tripod stand, and again to create a reference image for a series of photos taken under the same conditions, ready for editing and correcting in Photoshop or Lightroom. Both of these products and the aforementioned Spider 4 Pro are all about maintaining consistency in your colour photography. If you're taking photos of different scenes and subjects all the time, then you're right, it's not that important. But if you want your Ferrari reds to look like Ferrari reds, products like this are the way to go. Anyway, that's enough from me. Look out for full reviews of the Spider Checker and Spider Cube over the next couple of months, and I'll see you again soon.